Y'all are in for a treat. Start clapping now for the super funny Josh Pierce. Hi, everybody. I'm Josh Pierce. Thanks for showing up. I've been into birding recently, bird watching. How many birders do we have? Nerds. About a week after I went birding, I got the Portland Audubon Society newsletter in the mail. I don't know how they got my address. But the article in there, first one I read, was about how they were changing their name because John James Audubon, who lived in the 1800s or something, he was a slave owner. I don't know why it took them 120 years to figure that out. And they've now renamed themselves to the Bird Alliance of Oregon, which is fantastic. Love to be a bird ally. Feels like I've brokered a peace treaty between two warring nations. Maybe I'll get a pass using bird brain as a slur. Also in that article, they were talking about renaming birds as well. I don't know about that. You know, does that mean we're losing those all-time classic bird names like the blue-footed booby, the bush-tit, and the red-rumped cock warbler? Thankfully, no. Those are safe. They're actually changing bird names that are based on the names of real people, like Anna's hummingbird, Cooper's hawk, and the Henry Kissinger vulture. I think we're good losing those names. Of course, people online are very upset about these names changing because we're losing a piece of our history. I decided, hey, maybe, give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's see who Cooper's hawk was named after. Cooper, can't remember the first name. Cooper has a Wikipedia article this big. It's one paragraph. I've seen longer Sonic the Hedgehog Wikipedia articles. And it says that he is a conchologist. This is real. This is not a pun. He collects seashells for a living. I don't know the intersection of that and birds. I feel like they should have just named a seashell after him, like the Cooper's mollusk. First time I went out birding at the coast was fantastic. I saw about 5 seagulls out on the rocks, and the middle seagull was eating a starfish 6 times the size of its own head. So it was just like this. Like there was nothing wrong or weird about what he was doing. And the other seagulls are, hiding, not trying to make eye contact. Like, oh shit, Stuart's at it again. I mean, could anything be worse than getting eaten alive by a seagull slowly? Taxes? A job application and a job interview, and icebreakers. I really, really hate icebreakers. If you've never heard of them, they're the worst, most boring question possible that your boss asks you during work to get everybody engaged during the meeting. A few I've gotten, as an example, is what's your favorite band? What kind of hobbies do you enjoy? And is a hot dog a sandwich? That one's pretty good. I like that one. You can distract somebody for a week asking them that question. So most recently, they asked, what movie world would you want to live in? That's a hard one for me. I'm a movie buff, so instantly I'm thinking, horror, Godzilla, martial arts. None of these are good options. We get some choice responses from my team members. somebody says Lord of the Rings. I'll pass on that one. Sure, it looks nice. You're fighting monsters with magical swords and stuff, but you're outdoors a lot. There's no indoor plumbing, so I know some people who might have IBS that would have an issue with that. And somebody else says The Matrix. No? Have you seen that film? That classic dystopia situation, whether you're inside or outside of it, it's not great. But at least the steak is good. Finally comes to me, racking my brain this whole time, and I just blurt out, the Santa Claus. Okay, so hear me out. Santa Claus, if you're unfamiliar, is a 1994 film starring Tim Allen. He basically kills Santa Claus in the beginning, and he slowly becomes Santa and then takes over the operation. Okay, first off, 24/7 cookies and sweets and snacks, hell yeah, sign me up. 1 day of work a year? Are you fucking kidding me? Hell yeah, I'll do that. And you get to marry a woman that's 1,000 years old. That's dope. I can totally get used to going to sleep at 4 p.m. for that. And sure, it's not all great, weather's bad, obviously. And I'm sure the internet connection up there is pretty bad, so that's the end of my Twitch gaming career. And the whole elves thing, yeah, the elves, that's problematic, of course. I feel for them, I really do. I'd probably have them still working for me, but I understand it. They're not exactly free to leave, if that makes sense. Hell, even a mythical creature that does not exist cannot escape capitalism. I think they should unionize. That's it for me. Thanks to you, everybody.